It is time to make the tiny little cars in Bricklington move. But first, I need to take everything off this base plate because it's all going to be new. I've already arranged the building layout on another base plate here. I use this to figure out where the road is going to go and where to add the gap for the chain. My test rig here works pretty well. I'm happy with the speed and the free spinning corner gears. But there's one thing that I'm not happy about, and that is the tensioning. So when we come to our final design, I'll need to do something about that, just to make sure that the chain isn't too loose. This is what I'm going to be using to guide most of the chain. It's a simple gear and a technic pin, and this technic pin must not have the friction ridges, because this needs to be free spinning. Then I've got a technic T-shape piece. I know I could have used a smaller technic piece for this, but I went with the T-shape one for stability. This shape will make it less likely to come off the brick. I've got the first layer of brick done, which is our road outline. And I've also added 4 of the gears. I chose to use 2 round bricks for this sort of tight S-shaped bit at the front, so this will end up being one of our main sort of friction points. I'm going to put together a few more chain links and a few cars. This chain link with the bar is what I'm using to attach the cars onto. Okay, I've made the longer chain, so let's see if this works. Wow, okay, I think the tension on this is actually perfect. I'm not really too sure why. I think it might, be from the S-shaped curve in the front here. But that's great, so I won't need to add anything else for the tension. Let's test this out now, before I get too ahead of myself. This is really good. It doesn't look like the cars are catching on anything or the chain is slipping. So now I guess I'll just add the rest of the black brick. The battery box and motor will need to be covered, so the road needs to be at least 4 bricks tall just to be able to hide that. Now with most of the bricks in place, let's test it again. This is starting to look really cool. Now we need some internal supports for the buildings and to tile off the road with black plate. Unfortunately, the driving gear can't be fully covered with tiles because the one stud on the corner actually crosses the path of the chain. So instead I just have to overhang some longer tiles and leave that one bit exposed. I'm going to add a plate here as well, which will just cover up the motor and the rest of it. Time to add the buildings. First we're adding the jazz club. Then on the corner is the boutique hotel. Next up we have our Lego store. And finally we've got Tudor Corner. I'm loving this layout. These buildings look great together and the city is actually starting to feel and look more like a city. Okay, let's see the cars go around these buildings for the first time. These are so cute. This undoubtedly gives life to the city. Pedestrians need to be able to walk from Tudor Corner to the Lego store. So I'm going to make a few modifications here to extend the footpath. One of the last changes we'll be making today is adding back a slightly taller masonry wall. This separates the city from the beach down below. I've added a couple of rows of light grey tiles as well. and this will also continue around the city perimeter. The wall is 1 brick lower on the right hand side so that it can match the height of the beach steps. The back portion of the city obviously still needs work, as well as the section leading to the stairs. But for now, I think I'll end the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.